So in the previous part we have built a server project that is currently running, and also a client application with a capability to broadcast messages to the channel. In this way, every client registered with the certain channel can receive asynchronous notifications from any of the clients or from the server directly. Another possible communication option is peer-to-peer communication, where one client can send a certain notification to just one callback registered on a certain client. So this callback is identified by the manager ID of a broadcast channel manager and the name of the callback. So for this to work, I'm going to extend my application a little bit. So I need to actually have this information about the target callback handy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a number of edits, in fact 4 edits, so I can see what is the ID of the callback that was generated on the onCreate event of this form, and also the ID of the channel manager, so I have a full identification of the callback I want to send a message to. So this is going to be I'm going to switch to default layout. So this is going to be my edit local client ID. Okay, and I will have the second edit called edit local callback ID. It's actually a good idea to copy this into the text property so I know which one is which. Take these two guys and copy them all together, and this one is going to be called edit, where is my name property? Okay, so this is going to be called edit remote client ID, and this is going to be called edit remote callback ID. So I'm going to copy and paste from 2 different instances of a client this information. Okay, so this is my edit remote client ID, so I can actually change this text. In fact, I'm going to clear it programmatically, but I think it's nicer that at design time also it's consistent. Okay, so these are my IDs. So I'm going to actually add a T label so I know what's going on here. So this is going to be this caption is going to be local client ID. Okay, take this and copy, so I will have it now local callback ID. Take these 2 guys, copy and paste, move these guys here. So here I will have this is going to be my remote client ID and remote callback ID. Okay, so now I just need to add some code in the onCreate event. So I have my onCreate event will actually take all the remote callbacks and clear them. So text is going to be nothing, and the second one also is going to be empty string callback ID. And now the other 2 edits. So the client ID is actually this ID, so this is the ID of my local callback channel manager, and the second one, the edit local callback ID, is the name, that's my local callback. So in this way I will have the possibility to copy and paste these guys. Okay, so now I need to add another button, so I'm going to T button, and I'm going to take this guy here, put it like this, and say notify callback. Okay, so let me save this, and if I double click here, I can basically, I will have a similar structure that I'm going to use the functionality of the TDS admin client, but I'm just going to call a different method. This time is going to be notify callback. So I need to specify a channel name, so that's going to be my channel name, the same as the one that is defined inside my client callback manager. And what are the other parameters? Client ID and callback ID. So I need to specify the actual address of my callback. So in the meantime, I hope that inside of my tedit remote client ID I have already pasted these values. So this is B1 and the callback ID as well. Edit remote callback ID. And what are the next ones? Is actually message and response, both JSON values. So I'm going to use this functionality here, so I can send something, and the response is an out parameter, so I need to define it like this, that this is a response is JSON value. Okay, so now if I just run my client, there are some errors. He doesn't like the fact that that's okay. I need to specify also the text property, that's a text and not the whole edit. Okay, let me see if I can send a callback to myself, so that will be interesting, like this, notify callback. Okay, that's working. So if I just run another application, and let me see if where it is the second one. If I now select this value, for example here, and this value, I should be able to send a message to this one. So that's working. So I have my hello, so I'm sending a message from one client, and if I take this value and copy it here, and this value and copy it here, I should be able to do the same. Delphi notify callback. Okay, so in this way I have achieved the peer-to-peer communication. If I run another instance of this application, so I have now 3 clients in total, notice that this communication only happens between these 2 clients, this, and the other client has a different IDs, and it will not receive direct notification. Thank you very much for watching the Delphi Labs episode on callbacks in pure Delphi applications. Thank you.